Hi guys, Mike Deeth with KISS Dog Training. I am joined today by Christine with the Humane Society of Greater Kansas City and Brian Bock of Bock Steam Star. What we're doing here today is kind of a little program we put together called Don't Ditch the Dog. Basically, anybody who's worked in the shelter world or anybody who's been in the dog training business or even in the carpet training business realizes one of the main reasons that dogs are relinquished is because of potty training or house soiling or any number of waste problems. What we're going to do is really quickly talk about some of the things that the three of us can do to help this problem. Let's start with Christine. Why do you see a lot of dogs being relinquished? What are the issues?
A lot of the reasons dogs are relinquished or returned adopted dogs or phone calls after adoption are for house training, submissive urination, and excitable urination. And we do encourage people to call us, but sometimes it's just, people have had dogs and they have to go back to the beginning and they forget how to, you kind of have to start over sometimes with shelter dogs, and that's where you come in handy.
The big thing to realize here is potty training is not really all that complicated. The issue is going to be that there's a lot of consistency and frequency that needs to be done. I tell people, if you can get a dog to not make a mistake for 30 days, error-free potty training, you've got a new routine, you've got a new habit built, and you've got it. But the problem is, every single time you let the dog make a mistake, you have to start that timer over, and it becomes very frustrating for owners. What happens, whether it's submissive, honestly, the submissive and the excited urination is probably the easiest one to take care of, and it's really not all that complicated. What I will say is, with Keep It Simple Stupid Dog Training or KISS Dog Training, we can definitely help you from that standpoint. About 5 years ago, I wrote a book on potty training called The Dog Owner's Book of Poop and Pee, and I will tell you, if you simply call the Humane Society, Christine has an e-copy or an e-version of this book, and I'll be more than happy to donate it to anybody who's adopted a dog as a way to get started. It also gives you a little bit of insight into what I'm about as a dog trainer, and if you need that help, we can help there also. I guess the other thing that's really important to realize is if there are 3 closets or 2 rooms in your house that smell like a bathroom because of all the accidents that have happened from the time we have adopted the dog or gotten the dog till now,
or previous dogs,
that's where this man comes in.
Yes.
And I'm just going to give him a shout out. He's the best carpet cleaner in the city. But I'll start there.
Thank you, Mike. For 25 years in the cleaning business, we've seen it all. And I took my red tape off a long time ago. And we can't solve everything, but there are a lot of things that we can solve. But it all starts with the pet odor inspection. We come out to your house anywhere in the KC metro area. We bring nice little tools like this, and we go all CSI on you and see where Fifi went pee-pee. And we can solve a lot, and all the way from pulling up carpet to treating the backing to sometimes it's just a surface clean. And especially this time of year, as the humidity rises, the salts that are left behind after the dog excretes stay in there, or the cat, they stay in there and they get activated by humidity. Okay, well, guess what's about ready to come? We're in April now. May and June are right around the corner. Our phone starts to ring off the hook with these type of calls, and everyone's different. So we don't know till we go out. Okay, we can't just throw out a price over the phone and here we come, because sometimes I will be honest with you, and replacement of the carpet is an option sometimes, and we need to be realistic about that sometimes as well, and I'll certainly tell you that. So when a carpet cleaner tells you to get new carpet, you know that's probably the truth. Okay, so we'll come out and do a pet odor inspection. We don't charge for this, and we'll find out. Once we see the magnitude of the problem, then solutions can come after that. And we've give you a little incentive to help the Humane Society out with their patrons, but this is a free room of carpet cleaning up to 100 square feet. If we stay and do something else, then we just take $30 off the bill. And if we do a job, we will give 10% of that job cleaning charges back to the Humane Society. And starting this program, we're pretty excited about it. So take advantage of this. All it takes is a phone call. It doesn't cost anything to talk. So hope that.
It does, and I guess, just to reiterate the point, the reason we're sitting here is, it's the entire idea of the name, Don't Ditch the Dog. There's way too many dogs in shelters right now. We don't need them going back to the shelters. Potty training, submissive urination, excited urination, these are all problems that between the shelter, a good trainer, it doesn't have to be me, a great carpet cleaner who's willing to give back to the shelter, these are the 3 people sitting around the table who can help you fix the problem with your dog. So if you want the free ebook, contact Humane Society.
Please do.
If you want Brian Bock with Bock's Team Star, you can also call the Humane Society. And he's also going to give back a little bit to the shelter. So,
which is fantastic because we are a non-profit and we don't receive any funding from the Humane Society of the United States. So every little bit helps, and we want to do what we can to help you keep the dog in the home and not have to return them back to the shelter or surrender them in the first place.
all about the forever home.
Exactly.
So, with that being said, we're all going to look at the camera and tell you there's help. Just give us a call. We'll be more
Don't
than
get
happy
the
to.
dog.
Absolutely.